Hello! Another day, another new YAB program. Two actually. A while back I wrote this little thing just for myself. A little button bar, which is ButtonBarV, V for vertical. And all it does is it creates this. Now this is easy enough to do when you hard code these things in. But this one will read a configuration file, and so you can have anything from 1 to 12 buttons. Now I haven't packaged this, and I'm probably not going to. It's just a little finger exercise. Here we have a look at the code. We are not a bot. Okay, there you go. Some global variables. And then there's your main message loop, which looks a bit different because I don't know in advance what you're going to put in your configuration file. And so I can't just say case, button 1, button 2, because I don't know how many you're going to put in there. Okay. So after we've done the usual how to quit the program, we do something else. If to the left of the message is button, then we create this little variable and we take this, right, which is the thing that comes directly after button. And here you can see I did the basic programmer's equivalent of debugging, like print things out, but it's remmed, so it won't actually do it. Right, so then I have to say, okay. And then what actually happens is there's an array, and so I take this array and this member. So if it says button 1, first member of the array button labels. If it's button 5, then fifth. And that is what I calculate here. Right, so then, oops. Because this will also read URLs. I've got a thing here. If that appears in the variable, then do this instead. So after your usual main loop, there's sort of a second part of the main loop. Right, there's your draw buttons routine, and there's your help routine. The house is getting a bit noisy here. And there is the routine to read and interpret the configuration file. Right. Pretty normal open window routine. Okay, you get the idea. And there's some data. So if you don't give me a configuration file, then I create from this data a default one. I don't just do nothing. Okay, so that is a little finger exercise I did. By itself, it is not that valuable, but it gave me the possibility to do other little programs. And this is the first of them. I did this one before, but then I had it as a shell script, and it used H dialog, which it worked, but it wasn't great. Okay, so this one has been packaged. So if you look at the source for this one, you'll see it's very similar. So the ButtonBarV program was used as a sort of template from which to create this one. Okay, so how does this work? Well, I have actually packaged this one, and here I've downloaded it. While we're waiting for that, you can open a terminal. We'll need one later. Okay, so if we now go to desktop applets, then there's a new one. And that's not very interesting, is it? Because it just shows you bash. And we've already got bash. Okay, but there are other things that can run in the terminal besides bash. So let's install fish. By the way, fish is a very interesting, let's close this down, very interesting alternative shell. I wish I had more time to investigate it. It's a bit more interactive, it's a bit more friendly than bash. Well, the seventh circle of hell is friendlier than bash, but never mind. Okay, so now we've installed another shell, and there are 7 of them available in Haiku. Alright, let's go. And now, so who could use this little thing? Which, if you install more of these shells, will show more of them. Well, if you write a lot of scripts, then you'll want to know, does the script of mine work in the fish shell? Okay, so, well, fish doesn't shut down very gracefully. You really do have to type exit and not just close the window. It's got nothing to do with my program, it's just the way it works. Right, and you could still got bash as well. That one you can just shut down. Okay, so I think you see how this works. It knows what programs are available in Haiku, what shells are available, and it tests if they are there, if they exist. If they exist, they get a button. Now I'm happy with this little thing. I think the moral of the story, though, is that if you write a program that's very general, you can then adapt those routines to make something more specific. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody, and keep writing basic.